10 essentials for motorcycle road tripping. Hey, welcome back. You're here just in time for my 10 essentials to motorcycle road trip gear that you didn't think about. You got your basic necessities, things like clothes, your meds if you have those, phone charger, all the basics. And then there's a few things specific to motorcycle road tripping that you probably hadn't thought about. And that's what we're going over. Get ready, because here comes all 10. Earplugs? Are you going to wear earplugs? I don't know. First things up, comfort. Your seat. If you have not spent a whole day, like 10 hours riding and felt the discomfort that comes with long-term riding, then you really need to spend a day locally before you go on a road trip and do that. And really feel out what the experience is like so you can make adjustments. You might be able to get bar risers. You might be able to get a different seat. You might be able to get a seat cover. You might, all these little things you can do to improve your ride comfort. But long-term road trip on a bike, you're gonna want some comfort. And I'm telling you, you need to know what it is. And do yourself a big favor. Take that Texas-sized billfold out of your butt. Number 2 on our list, talking about roadside tools. Most bikes come with some basic tools in them, and usually those are a great start to have for a road trip or anything really. Do yourself a favor, use those tools, get associated with them, and add a few to your toolkit, especially for long road trips. I keep a checklist before every road trip I go on. I pull out a bunch of tools that I keep on that list that I know exactly what I need for my trip. And one of those things is a mini air compressor and a plug kit in case I get a flat. Now, for those of you running tubes in your tires, if you're on a T7, something like that, you're gonna want like a patch kit and some tire spoons, right? So things like that. You gotta think about bike specific. There's some really cool tools on the market right now. Things like a battery pack, jumper, air compressor all in one. You can get on Amazon. And that's super awesome because you've got a jumper box, you've got a backup battery source, and then you've got an air compressor all into one. So find yourself one of those, add that to your toolkit, and take that plug kit. You might need it. Earplugs? Are you gonna wear earplugs? I don't know. So number 3 on our list is a map. You're gonna want a map. And I'm not talking about a paper map. Maybe if you want that. I'm not talking about Google Maps. What I'm talking about is a reliable, like GPS or offline map service. So they have apps for this if you want to have one on your phone, but you got to consider this. The weather could really inhibit the use of your phone, and that might not work out for you. So have a backup plan. And if your backup plan is, hey, our ride lead has the freaking directions, well, guess what? He just got a call and now he's got to go back home because his dog got sick and you still want to go on your road trip. Well, you better have a plan, right? So I recommend a dedicated GPS system, or if you're like me, I utilize a program called OSM A&D. You can download offline maps for each state and have that centralized on your phone. And as long as you have a view of the sky, you can pick up satellite reception, then you'll be fine. Number 4 on our list is gear and clothes for weather wherever you're going. I'm gonna share a short story with you. I took a little trip from Houston, where it's always warm and humid, out to West Texas, and I froze my butt off. It was like 40-something degrees, and I wore a trash bag over my gear to try to keep the freezing air out, just so I could ride home. I couldn't sleep because I did not plan for the changing weather where I was going. So consider wherever you're traveling to, find out what kind of weather they experience through the days, through the nights, and packed for that. Having like an overcoat for rain and pants that you can throw on over your gear to deal with rain is good. Having an undergarment that's a warming layer is really good to have. All those sorts of things. Earplugs? Are you gonna wear earplugs? I don't know. It's Speaking of gear and clothes, is number 7 on our list. Is number 5 on our list, and that's slippers. Whether you want to call them shower shoes or camp shoes or slippers or whatever you call them, a lightweight, small, easy to pack pair of shoes that you can wear around the camp while your boots are drying out, while your boots are off your feet. Let your feet air out, relax, get those big boots off your feet, put some slippers on. Especially if you're like me, you like to drop by a little river creek and take a dive.
Note for next time, bring flip-flops. These rocks really hurt the feet. You're gonna need them. Just put them in the top box, that easy. Just throw them in there. Anytime you go ride, because you know you're gonna stop and go for a swim, flip-flops in the top box for the creek stops.
And whenever the dogs come for your snacks, you have the chancla. You can get at them with that. I'm telling you, it works on my dog all the time.
Riding and swimming, those are all great, but it just wouldn't be the same if you didn't have a snack.
That's number 6 on our list. And it's water and snacks. Now water, if you just carry a bottle of water, sure, you're gonna make stops. You can get some at the gas station, whatever, but a bottle of water can really save your tail. And having some snacks, say you get a flat and it's like lunchtime and you're about to head to get lunch, now you got to deal with this flat. Some snacks might hold you over, especially if you're a little bit sensitive, you got some medical issues. That'll be a really big deal. So carry some snacks. The water is almost infinitely useful for finding leaks in your tire, for in case you get a hole in your radiator and you're leaking coolant and you need some water to keep your bike cool just to get back, things of that sort. And then of course, dehydration. So, it's just got a lot of uses. And so if you don't carry an abundant amount of water, at least minimally carry a bottle of water, just one bottle, and snacks. Earplugs? Are you gonna wear earplugs? I don't know. If you're camping or hotel staying or whatever you're doing, wherever you're at, and you have somebody that snores all the time, you might take that bottle of water, pour it in their mouth while they're sleeping. Item number 7 on our list is earplugs. And earplugs have numerous uses on a road trip, especially on a bike, so hear me out. Firstly, wear them while you're riding. That will help prevent hearing loss because you're talking about a lot of time spent on the road, and the amount of road noise is actually really high in terms of decibel ratings. It will actually damage your hearing significantly long term. I recommend some of these real soft earplugs. They call these soft foam. These are really little squishy soft ones. Get you some of those because wearing them for 10 hours a day for 4 days in a row or whatever your trip is, it might hurt your ears if you have stiff earplugs. The other reasons or purposes for these earplugs though is that snoring dude that you happen to be next to, or I don't know, your loud neighbors that seem to always happen when you're out traveling. You can wear them at night, get some better sleep. And also, if you choked out your friend who was snoring and he busted up your nose, now you've at least got something to plug your nose and stop it from bleeding. Number 8 on our list, a cleaning towel. You might not have thought about it, but when it's pouring rain or you've been on the road all day and your glasses get all gunky, face oils, it's really nice to have something to clean that stuff off with. I prefer a microfiber. It's very soft on the skin, on the face, and it keeps from scratching up your face shield or your glasses lens if you do need to use that to clean. You hit some rain, it'll make a really big difference to have something nice to clean your stuff off with. Bugs splatter all the time, you get basic road debris. It's just a mess, so keep yourself a rag conveniently close in case you need that to clean your stuff off. It's handy. That's it. That is a wrap on all 8 of the most essential things you need for your motorcycle road trip. Hey guys, thanks for joining me. Live free, ride hard, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Earplugs? Are you gonna wear earplugs? I don't know. It'll be funny that I say 10 and there's actually only 9. Number 10 will be whatever you can think of.